Scientific facts in the Holy Qur'an revealed 1,400 years ago. Qur'an is the last and final revelation of God, the miracle of miracles revealed as a mercy to mankind. Let us therefore investigate the veracity of this belief. Here are few of the scientific facts known to mankind for few hundred years. Qur'an had mentioned those 1,400 years ago. The striking congruence between the Quranic verses and the modern science is inescapable. How could a book, which first appeared in the deserts of Arabia 1,400 years ago, contain this profound scientific truth? Creation of the universe. In 1931, Georges Lemaitre proposed the Big Bang theory, which says universe started from an unimaginably tiny dot, which began to expand following a massive blast, and Stephen Hawking in 2007 proposed that universe spontaneously popped into existence from nothing. While Quran mentioned 1,400 years ago, do not the unbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were joined together, before we clove them apart? Al-Qur'an 21:30. To him is due the primal origin of the heavens and the earth. When he decreeth a matter, he saith to it, Be, and it is. Al-Qur'an 2-117. The geospherical shape of the earth. Sir Francis Drake was the first person who proved that the earth is spherical when he sailed around it. While Quran mentioned 1,400 years ago that in the earth, moreover, hath he made egg-shaped. Al-Qur'an 79:30. Rotation of the sun and other planets. In 1543, Nicholas Copernicus argued that the earth, along with the other planets, rotated around the sun. And sun's motion was the result of earth's spinning. While Quran mentioned 1,400 years ago, it is he who created the night and the day, and the sun and the moon, all, the celestial bodies, swim along, each in its rounded course. Al-Qur'an 21:33. The end of the sun. According to Northwestern University, in 4 or 5 huge bursts, spaced roughly 100,000 years apart, the outer layers of the sun will separate from the core and be completely blown away. Allah says in Quran, and the sun runs its course for a period determined for it, that is the decree of Him, the exalted in might, the all-knowing. Al-Qur'an 36:38. The expanding universe. In 1925, Edwin Hubble provided observational evidence that all galaxies are receding, and universe is expanding. Allah says in Quran, with the power and skill did we construct the firmament, for it is we who create the vastness of space. Al-Qur'an 51:47. The water cycle. In 1580, Bernard Palissy was the first man to describe the present-day concept of water cycle. Allah says in Quran, and we send down water from the sky according to due measure, and we cause it to soak in the soil, and we certainly are able to drain it off with ease. Al-Qur'an 23:18. Mountains are like pegs, stakes. In 1986, Frank Press described that mountains have underlying roots, which are deeply embedded in the ground, thus, mountains have a shape like a peg. Allah says in Quran, have we not made the earth as a wide expanse, and the mountains as pegs? Al-Qur'an 78:6-7. Darkness in the depths of the ocean. In 1977, the U.S. submersible Alvin discovered that the ocean progressively becomes darker. Allah says in Quran, or, the unbeliever's state, is like the depths of darkness in a vast deep ocean, overwhelmed with billow topped by, dark, clouds, depths of darkness, one above another. If a man stretches out his hand, he can hardly see it. For any to whom Allah giveth not light, there is no light. Al-Qur'an 24:40. The skillful bees. In 1973, von Frisch received the Nobel Prize for his research on the behavior and communication of the bees. Allah says in Quran, and thy Lord taught the bee to build its cells in hills, on trees, and in men's habitations, then to eat of all the produce of the earth, and find with skill the spacious paths of its Lord. Al-Qur'an 16:68-69. Blood circulation and the production of milk. Ibn Nafis approximately in year 1200 and William Harway in year 1578 described the motion of the heart and the blood in animals and production of milk. Allah says in Quran, and verily in cattle there is a lesson for you. We give you to drink of what is inside their bodies, coming from a conjunction between the contents of the intestine and the blood, a milk pure and pleasant for those who drink it. Al-Qur'an 16:66. Fetus protected by 3 veils of darkness. In 1972, O'Reilly described early stages of the embryo as the anterior abdominal wall, the uterine wall, and the amniochorionic membrane. Allah says in Quran, He makes you, in the wombs of your mothers, in stages, one after another, in 3 veils of darkness. Al-Qur'an 39:6. Fingerprints. In 1880, Fingerprinting became the scientific method of identification, after research done by Sir Francis Gault. Allah says in Quran, "Does man think that we cannot assemble his bones? Nay, we are able to put together in perfect order the very tips of his fingers." Al-Qur'an 75-3-4. Take-home lesson. The Quran invites all humans to reflect on the creation of this universe in the verse, "Behold, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alternation of night and day, there are indeed signs for men of understanding." Al-Qur'an 3-190. Some people may require 10 signs while some may require 100 signs to be convinced about the divine origin of the Quran. Some would be unwilling to accept the truth even after being shown 1,000 signs. The Quran condemns such a closed mentality in the verse, "Deaf, dumb and blind, they will not return to the path." Al-Qur'an 2:18. Thanks for watching.